Netflix has officially confirmed that The Night Agent will return for a second season, following the success of its highly popular first season. A political thriller with many twists and turns reminiscent of The Wire, FBI agent Peter Sutherland uncovers government conspiracies, renegade assassins, and a murder witness named Rose, whom he must protect if he is to ever uncover the truth. The series, which is based on Matthew Quirk's book, is co-produced by Sean Ryan of The Shield and SWAT, Seth Gordon of The Good Doctor, and Hong Chow, who is nominated for an Oscar in The Whale, Fola Evans-Akingbola of Death in Paradise and Siren, and D.B. Woodside of Lucifer. Gabriel Basso, who plays Peter, leads them all, best known for his work in the television series The Big C and the film Super 8. Basso was a natural fit for the part due to his experience as an action hero in real life. According to Ryan, he almost became a Navy SEAL until he got a torn labrum. In a TV Insider interview, I joked with him, "Peter's not as badass as you are in real life." Is Peter, Gabriel, resilient enough to withstand multiple seasons of bomb plans and assassination attempts? What we know thus far about Season 2 of The Night Agent is as follows. The Night Agent Season 2 potential release date. When will The Night Agent Season 2 air on Netflix? The news is good. Netflix revealed the popular show will return for a second helping, a second 10-episode season, to be exact, a few days after the first season debuted on the platform. In a statement announcing the renewal, Ryan stated, "The past week has been a whirlwind as we've finally been able to share The Night Agent with the world. It has brought us great joy to witness the amazing response to the program, which is a testament to our writers, directors, crew, actors, and partners at Sony Pictures Television and Netflix. We are incredibly happy and eager to begin work on Season 2 so that we may continue to take our newfound followers on night actions adventures. We're thrilled to witness The Night Agent exhibit a remarkable performance and gain immediate global acclaim," stated Jimmy Howe, Vice President of Dramatic Series at Netflix, in a statement. Sean Ryan has created a spy thriller sensation that viewers cannot get enough of, with a stellar cast featuring Gabriel Basso, Lucien Buchanan, and Hong Chow, and we're here to bring them more of the action and suspense they love. We will have to wait for more information regarding the release date as the confirmation of a second season did not include one. However, stay tuned for updates. The Night Agent Season 2 cast, who's coming back for The Night Agent Season 2. Many characters in The Night Agent die before the story is through, mostly as a result of gunfire, explosives, and a few determined hitmen. But some of the important characters do make it to the conclusion, so if the writers don't mess with the screenplay, we might see them back. The following are possible returnees for Season 2. Gabriel Basso as FBI agent Peter Sutherland. Lucien Buchanan as Tech Whiz Rose Larkin. Hong Chow as Chief of Staff Diane Farr. Sarah Desjardins as VP's daughter Maddie Redfield. Fola Evans-Akingbola as Secret Service agent Chelsea Arrington. Christopher Shire as Vice President Redfield. Additionally, a large number of fresh faces are joining the cast. Arian Mandy, Louis Hertham, and Berto Colin have joined as series regulars, while Teddy Sears and Brittany Snow have signed on for recurring parts. Hertham plays Jacob Monroe, an international businessman with powerful global connections that he uses to obtain valuable information. Mandy plays Noor, a low-level aide in the Iranian mission to the United Nations in New York who is looking to leverage her access to top-secret information into a better life for herself and her family, according to Deadline. Colin plays Solomon, a former Marine turned right-hand man, fixer for a powerful businessman. Snow portrays Alice, the mentor and partner of Peter on his debut night action assignment. Warren, a top intelligence officer who is the focus of a night action inquiry, is portrayed by Sears. The Night Agent Season 2 plot. What will happen in The Night Agent Season 2? There are unanswered questions for Peter and Rose at the conclusion of the first season of The Night Agent. You'll have much to discuss for a second season and beyond. But don't anticipate a conventional sequel. The initial pitch for this show that we sold to Netflix was that each season would tell its own, mostly self-enclosed, a beginning, middle, and end story, and any future seasons would include a few but not most of the characters that we saw in the previous season. Sean Ryan, the showrunner, told Deadline. That was the original plan, and it still seems like a good idea in my opinion. That was significant to me. Instead of telling this particular tale over the course of 5 seasons, I would like to tell it in just one and offer the audience some closure over how things work out. They discover the truth about Peter's father and the nature of the conspiracy. I think there'd be a whole new world in which you would see a limited number of characters from this current season going into that, he said, adding that if we are popular enough that Netflix wants further seasons. However, I would need to discuss that with the writers and come to a conclusion. The queries Ryan would love to answer in a potential Season 2 were also disclosed by him. What does Peter becoming a night agent mean? To what destination is he heading? Where does it leave Peter and Rose now that Rose is returning to California in an attempt to resume her career? In the last episode, Rose and Peter say farewell romantically as Peter gets ready to go on his first covert assignment as a night agent. They had rescued the day from VP Redfield and Diane Farr's plot to assassinate the president. He says he will give her a call as soon as he can, but he is unsure of his destination or his task. Ryan acknowledged that he's already considering Peter's potential future and the implications for his relationship with Silicon Valley CEO Rose following that climactic moment. That's one of the big questions we'd love to answer in Season 2, Ryan told Netflix's Tudum. What does Rose returning to California to attempt to rekindle her Silicon Valley ambitions signify, with Peter boarding this plane and traveling somewhere to go on some new crazy adventure? We definitely have a few preliminary concepts. The actress who plays Rose, Lucian Buchanan, expressed to Netflix her hope that her persona will carry on with her path after losing her cybertech business due to a friend's betrayal. It's really open-ended at the end. I'm thinking, this girl needs a lot of treatment after everything she's been through, and I also want closure for her, she exclaimed. A follow-up season might chronicle Peter's journey and potentially pair him with Chelsea Arrington, a Secret Service agent who assisted him in foiling the presidential assassination in the first season. Even if it seems more likely that Diane Farr was going to the big house at the end of the season, we're confident that a gunshot hasn't prevented her from plotting her way back into the White House elsewhere on the show. Gordon Wick, a cunning businessman played by Ben Cotton, who slithered away from any consequences at the end of Season 2, is another character worth keeping an eye on. Ryan remarked, "We like the idea that this wasn't so clean about Wick's breakout. That one individual is able to slip away due to his resources and everything else. Perhaps we'll work with him once more in the future. Although the plot is unknown to us, leading man Gabriel Basso must know more than we do, right?" Basso remarked, "No, we're in the same boat, man. I'm aware that Sean Ryan and the writers will eventually get in touch with me to hear my ideas, and we'll work together. However, I believe that at this point they are only attempting to outline the overall tone of the show. But he can hypothesize, and because he's part in the writing process, his speculation holds more weight than ours." Regarding how his character will settle the outstanding issues with his father in Season 2, Basso stated, "I think he'd have to defer to the president, which presents a challenge because that is his current role. Therefore, he lacks personal autonomy, even if he wants to go accomplish anything. I'm not sure if he realizes how involved it is now that he signed up to do something." The Night Agent Season 2 trailer. Any footage of The Night Agent Season 2. It won't be until The Night Agent second season begins filming that we see any new footage. However, since it's currently in development, a trailer might be released before year's end. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.